We spent a good deal of our Thursday talking about the cold front that moved in, but just want to kind of break it down from a mathematical perspective. The fact that, our average high this time of year is 69, and even this afternoon, we'll be around in between 65 and 67 degrees. It's because it's really been so warm this October, something that we touched on yesterday. And remember, I always like to say, could be worse. How about that record low of 27 degrees dating back to 1987? At that point in time, even for those of you that like the cooler temperatures, it's been absolutely glorious. Blue sky, a whole bunch of sunshine, sitting at 56 right now. We have seen the northwest wind pick up. We're really going to roll about 5 to 10 miles per hour for the most part. We're in kind of a time being right now where 10 to 15 miles per hour is not out of the realm of possibility. And that's what's really cooling us off, because as the wind moves in from up here, that's why we've got only 51 in Iola. And of course, it's going to die off as it gets down to the southeast, where you've got the high 50s ranging from Neosho, Anderson, and Cassville, Miami sitting at 58 as well. We're not going to have any tremendous gusting winds. Those are all going to stay out to the west right there. But like I say, we are kicking up to double digits there in Independence and Chanute. 24-hour temperature change compared to where we were at this point in time at 12:16 on a Wednesday. We've had a 13-degree drop. Well, nationally speaking, that's pretty impressive. In fact, earlier, about 9 a.m., we were the national leader. Joplin saw a drop of close to 25 degrees. Now, everybody up on the Great Lakes, they can stake their claim to it. But here's what happened and why they're a little bit cooler than us, because the cold front has now dropped down into the southeastern portion of the United States, and with the high pressure hanging just to the west of us, that's why we've got all that sunshine right there. You can just take that dividing line and see exactly how the cold front is pressed up just to the Mississippi on portions of St. Louis, and eventually it will keep on dropping down to the southeast. Now, one thing of note when we talk about the national perspective, of course, high pressure helps us out, but also too, it gets really cold when you lose that cloud cover. Really cold to the point where they've got frost advisories and freeze warnings from northern Kansas up through Nebraska, Iowa, and also portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin. So what does that mean? Well, actually, we should be right there with them. I'm going to break down this map right here. This is Missouri's first frost or freeze. This is why I was telling Tanya, hey, April 20th through the 23rd, kind of some magical days for us, because we should have already developed our first frosts of the season. Come down here into southern southwest Missouri, October 20th. This riding the line right here, that's about October 23rd, which we're pushing up on. We're not going to get close to it. How about Kansas? What do we got out there? Well, they kind of call us Zone 9. Well, that should have started October 21st, and we may see one before the 31st, that is for sure, but we haven't come close as of yet. And in Oklahoma, see this blue right here? Well, that should be about October 21st, 22nd. Move over toward Washington and Newada County. That should be getting close to November. So fact of the matter is, we talk about how abnormally warm our October has been, and it truly has kept us out of the fray of having to worry about the plants so far. Just reiterating this morning, everybody's like, do we need to bring them in? Do we need to bring them in? No, we got more rain coming, and we're going to have 80s here by the time we get into the weekend. Tomorrow, here's the cloud cover that moves in overnight. Tomorrow morning, still going to be chilly, but tomorrow afternoon, we're back into the 70s. Let's talk about Saturday. Here's where it gets a little interesting. Thunderstorm activity going to roll through early in the morning. Let's back that up. Take a look at our time frame right here. As we're looking at, 6, 7 o'clock right there in the morning is when we get started. Roll us through even into the early afternoon hours on the eastern edge of southwest Missouri. And that's going to provide some pretty heavy rain right there. And then for Saturday night into Sunday morning, we've got the additional threat of thunderstorm activity. But you'll notice the abnormally warm temperatures as we press into next week, as we'll be up into the mid-80s. But Tanya, once again, it really is that warmth that, number one, creates that instability for the thunderstorm activity. And number two, has me thinking, by the time we get to Halloween, we're going to be ranking second or third all-time record for daily highs in October.
Maybe it'll finally be the year at Halloween where you don't have to wear a coat over your costume.
You and I, with the kids, you and I have done that many a time.
Definitely.
Absolutely, we have.
Definitely. All right. Thanks, Michael.